Hey, thanks for stopping by my kitchen today, and I hope that you'll enjoy this little funky recipe that I got for you today. It's going to be my twist on a Monte Cristo sandwich, which traditionally is basically a French ham and cheese sandwich that's battered like French toast and then pan fried. But like I alluded to, we're going to kick this up a few notches and funkify things a little bit today. So I think you'll enjoy what we come up with. And I'd like to thank my middle daughter Shelby for being my stage director and floor manager slash videographer, whatever, head flunky. Say hi, Shelby.
Hi!
Alright, so let's go ahead and get to work and let's make something to eat. Alright, let's go through our ingredients. There's nothing too fancy going on here. We got some really good rustic sourdough bread. We got some sliced ham, 4 slices of that. Some sliced turkey. This happens to be left over from our Christmas dinner. Some good pepper jack cheese. We got some jalapeno jelly. This happens to be medium, which has got a little bit of a kick to it. 2 tablespoons of milk, 1 egg, and a little bit of butter for pan frying. And that's about it. So let's go ahead and put this bad boy together and get on the business end of the sandwich. Okay, what we're going to do, this is really simple. We're going to open up this sourdough like a book. We're just going to line the inside with this pepper jack. And I'm not necessarily worried about covering 100% of the bread. I just want to cover as much as I can. So what I'll do is I'll kind of break pieces off and just kind of make it fit. We don't want a whole bunch of cheese hanging off the edge of the bread, because when we go to pan fry it, that'll just it'll melt off and run down in the pan and make a big mess. So what I do is just kind of piece it in like a jigsaw puzzle as best I can. So we'll go ahead and do the bottom half. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put ham on one side. This is cut really paper thin, which is what we want. And again, you don't want a bunch of this hanging off the side. You want to keep it on the bread as best you can. Fortunately, this particular ham is almost like it was cut perfectly for this bread. It just seems to fit really nicely. And you just want to overlap it, keep it on the bread. So now what we're going to do is go to the other side with the turkey. Same type of deal. Just piece it on there as best you can. We probably won't use all of this. Just put as much as you like on there. If some of it kind of shreds up on you, white meat kind of is like that sometimes, that's no problem. Just kind of piece it together. Get it on there as best you can. And there's our turkey. Next, we go to the pepper jelly. And we're just going to smear a bunch of this on the ham. I like to do it on the ham side because otherwise the turkey tends to kind of move all over the place on you. And you can put as much or as little of this as you want on here. It adds a really nice sweetness. Alright. So, a little pepper jelly on there like that. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to put this thing together. Just kind of press it down as best we can. So we'll just, what we're going to do next is we're going to get our butter going in our saute pan. We're going to come back and batter this thing up, and then we're going to hit it in the fry pan, and we're not far from eating time. Okay, I've got 2 tablespoons of butter in a nice pan over medium heat. We're just going to let that melt until the butter is completely melted and the butter gets all nice and foamy and lovely. And then in the meantime, what we're going to do is we're going to go back over to the cutting board and batter up our sandwich. By the time we're done doing that, our butter will be ready to go, and then it's time to put the heat to the sandwich. What we need is 1 egg, 2 tablespoons of milk. Doesn't get much easier than that. We're just going to take a fork and quickly whisk this together. Let me check our butter real quick. Yep, our butter's nice and foamy, sizzling, ready to go. This is kind of the delicate part. And if things go well, this will not fall apart on me. And you will probably get a little messy. So what you do is just push it in here, let it set for a few seconds so that the bread can act like a sponge and suck up some of that eggy goodness. We're going to flip it over, do the same thing on the other side. Okay, our butter is starting to brown just a tiny bit, which is perfect. Like I said earlier, this is on medium heat, so we're just going to put this bad boy in the pan, push it down. So we let this cook for a few minutes. We'll check the bottom, see as it browns, and then we'll flip it over, do the other side, and it'll be time to eat. Okay, we've been in here about a couple minutes. It's starting to sound like it's getting a little crispy on the bottom, but just to make sure, I'm going to do a little peek here. Oh yeah, just about another minute or so. I'll push down on the top, and in about a minute, like I said, we'll come back and flip this over and finish it up. Okay, it's been about another 45 seconds or a minute or so. So what we're going to do is gently flip this over. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We're going to push this down. See how it looks just like French toast? That's exactly what we're looking for. Turn it around. Oh yeah, the cheese is starting to get melty and lovely. Alright, won't be long. Another couple, 2-3 minutes, and we'll be ready to eat. Our sandwich is done. So what we're going to do, I'm going to set this on a couple layers of paper towel. What that'll do is that'll soak up some of any excess butter. So it's, you know, we're trying to be healthy, right? Just takes a little bit of the butter off. And now, ta-da! It's time to cut this bad boy. And folks, look at that. Is that beautiful or what? That is a serious, serious man-witch that puts a normal Monte Cristo to absolute shame. There you go, folks. The Funky Cristo. I hope you enjoyed it. Go try one and let me know what you think.